We only have 2 sentences today, so that shouldn't be long at all. So remember, this week we're practicing diagramming the sentence. We read it, fix our do the punctuation, punctuation. And then after we do our punctuation, make sure you divide it between your subject and verb. Underline your subject once, your verb twice. Okay. So number 1 says Jessica prayed for her grandpa. And number 2 says Samantha gave mom a necklace. Go ahead and practice those sentences. I'll give you like a few minutes because it shouldn't take long for this one. All right, let's go ahead and go over it. So number 1 says Jessica prayed for her grandpa. Anyone wants to? Okay, Solomon. Let's do capitalization first. What I need to capitalize.
J.
Okay, capitalize my J, and then how do I finish it?
With a period.
Okay, so now where am I dividing?
Jessica and prayed.
Jessica and prayed. What's my subject?
Jessica
And what's the verb?
prayed for her grandpa.
Just pray. Just pray. The predicate is pray for her grandpa, but the verb is prayed. Okay, good. Number 2, Samantha gave mom a necklace. Okay, Carly, let's capitalize first.
Capitalize S
Okay, and how do I finish it?
with a period.
Good. Where am I dividing?
Samantha and Gabe.
Samantha and Gabe. What's the subject?
Samantha,
And what's the verb?
Gabe.
Gabe. Good. Okay, so this is what you'll be doing in your test on tomorrow. I have sentences. You have to diagram them, divide them, and diagram them as well. Okay, marking them the way that they should be marked: capitalization, dividing, subject, verb, all of that. Okay. All right. So that's it for writing. Let's go ahead and move on to our phonics. Go ahead and get out your books. We're on 265.
I never put it up.
265.
I have the nerve not to put up my book. Wrong. Wrong. My pen. It's 265.
Or what's that? $265. Yeah.
Damn. Did you make stuff in a farm? Did you use stuff in a farm? What does she say? She's saying she just ran a mile. It's my little sister brother. What did she say? Ooh. Put your attitude around it. Is you? She have in her hand? What did she have in her hand?
All right, let's go ahead and do your sentence for today. Say the sentence says the lawnmower made an awful sound. The lawnmower made an awful sound. The lawnmower made an awful sound.
Awful. Flushing sound. Wow. Oh. That's a 4. Even. Liar. Right. The guy.
As both. Okay, so you find some language. Look on the thing and see if it's math tonight for Thursday. I don't think so.
Wait, it's right there. It's right there. I have little budget.
Everybody has it. Let me see. The lawnmower made an awful sound. It's not tonight. Okay. Take that straw and throw that away. Okay. All right. Good. Let's see. Okay. So make sure we had a capital letter in the beginning and a period at the end. All right. Let's go to 269. That'll be your one from for Friday, but we'll do it today, 269.
Get to color.
Not tonight. Not on Thursday. Mhm.
Oh, they're camping. What is these fish while you're camping?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you go fishing.
No, you cook the fish.
Well, yes, you go fishing and then you cook it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and write some words. First word, you'll add the suffix ing to it. So if I have the root word talk and I add the suffix ing, what word does it become? Go ahead and write it on the line.
I was about to say it. I was about to say it. Slide. Yellow. I just I was frustrated already no spelling. And
They're learning it now.
they're learning a lot. They're learning it now. They counted by twos now. They're learning fast? No, they're counting by twos. You. I'm just telling you. They're learning fast, Miss Megan? Yes. We didn't be able to graduate. Yeah, because of COVID. We wanted to graduate.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work out that way.
Can we graduate this time?
Yeah.
We don't even graduate. She did it for the other students. No, we graduate in middle school. No, we graduate in middle school. No, because Cassidy had to read. We didn't have middle school. No, we will graduate. Oh. No, but we graduate in first and second to go to third. In the little kids class.
All right. Okay, so if I have the root word talk, suffix ing, the word becomes
Talking.
talking. Okay, next one, I have the root word catch, and I want to add suffix er. What word would that make? Write it on the line. If I have the root word catch, suffix er, what word would that make?
No, it's not. Excuse me.
Okay, so root word catch, suffix er, what word does it become?
Catcher.
Catcher. Next one, I have the root word drive. And I want to add suffix ing. Make sure you follow the rule with the drive as well. Root word drive, suffix ing. No, 9 minus 6 equals 9. That can't be possible.
Wow. Good job.
Okay, that's good. What do you need? Yes. Okay. Okay, go to spelling. I drive and I add suffix ing. What does it become? But what's the rule I have to follow before I add my suffix? Drop that silent E, add ing. Okay, next row.
Oh, I'm on the second page. What I'm doing.
Okay, I'll give you a special sound. You give me a word. Special sound. Sm. 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 Give me a word with special sound. Sm. She's not looking for paper. Thank you.
I got a spelling word. Really? Wait, Miss Blue is SM.
All right, Camille, you have a word for
Smudge.
smudge, Carly?
Small.
Okay,
Small.
small. Anybody else had a word for SM?
Smudge.
Nobody. Smoke. Good. Okay, and Hannah?
Smudge.
Smudge. Okay. Next one. Can I get a word for special sound? Scrr, like in scream. Scrr.
I'm gonna do scream. Oh, done. I scream. No one's gonna put this one. Oh, blink, 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 blink. Alright, I got it. She got it on the paper. Oh, go.
Okay. All right, scrr. What do we have? Words with scrr.
Scrape.
Scrape.
Me too. Okay, scribble.
Scribble.
Script.
Script. Okay, Hannah.
Scrap.
Scrub. Serenity.
What? Oh crap.
Scream.
Scream. That was the word I said though, but and then Camille.
Wait, what is this?
Screech.
Screech. Okay. And last one, give me a word. Oh, those 3 times today. You already said switch words. Give me a word with special sound. Fur, like frog.
Oh. Oh, what's good?
Scream.
Like a frog. Oh, what did you just say? Who said it? I know what my word is.
What?
Ooh, this
Curtis.
good. Oh, I got one now. When was that it? Know the best one. I know a better one. Stop copying me. I know a better one.
Frozen. Okay, you did 34 too. Okay. What you got?
France.
France.
Friendly.
Friendly.
Please.
Freeze.
Frank.
Freddie. Anybody else? FR. Camille.
Fry.
Fry. You said fried.
Oh, I should have.
Okay, fried. Hannah. Hannah.
Friend.
Fred or friend. Okay, friend. All right, good. Awesome. Okay. Oh, you had one, Solomon? I don't know if you did or not. No, yes. Okay. All right.
Oh, I got
Good. So, all right, good. So tomorrow we have our test. You'll see a mixture of a couple of different things on your test on tomorrow. So just be prepared and ready to take our test on tomorrow. Okay. So we have our math.
Math. Let's take
It's gonna be 133. If you can get out your math book, lesson worksheet 133.
I'm already there.
Okay, so
Wait, the
remember what
facts
the
page?
100.
Yo.
No, not the facts. It's gonna be
After fact.
this. It's gonna look like this.
Oh, the blue stuff? Oh, yeah.
This is it. Lesson worksheet 133.
133.
Remember the big squares is the what?
What?
Lesson worksheet 133.
Yeah,
These are your hundreds. These are your tens. These are your ones. So how many big hundreds do you have?
My mom said I
ain't late to the party.
I'm going to the
How many tens?
for the slumber party. But do your dad
How many
know where
ones?
my house is?
241. So we'll fix it on this one.
You don't know where my house is? And you I have 6. Well, how did my pencil just break? Yes, I'm going to the PlayStation portal. Then I get to sharpen my pencil. You did that child. No, I didn't. No, she didn't. No, I didn't. So.
All right, so lesson worksheet 133. So this will just talk about how to divide a set of objects into equal groups. So we'll divide some by 2, some by 3, and that's just kind of what we'll practice. Okay, I'm not taking it.
Some by 6, some by 10. Not that much.
Are you not coming to the slumber part? And maybe. Miss Williams, you can sharpen my pencil.
Miss Williams, I found this thing on YouTube. It says how to make a portal function.
And 134?
And what? And what?
No, okay, 134 as well. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about dividing some objects into equal groups. So let's look at the first one. So we have 6. So we're gonna pretend that we have a box and we have 6 in a bag, and we have 6 marbles in our bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I want to split it equally between 2 people because that's why it says 2 groups of. Okay, so with my 6 marbles in my bag, I want to divide it equally between 2 people. Okay, so if I divide my 6 marbles equally between 2 people, how many would I have in each bag?
6. I mean 3.
3, because if I split 6 in half, it's 3 and 3. So in your book, it says 2 groups of 6 is 2 groups of 3. 1 group of 3, 1 group of 3. So go ahead and put that on your book. So 6 would be 2 groups of 3. If I divide 6 into 2 groups, it would have a total of 3 in each group.
I broke my 2 groups of pencils and 3 groups of 3. My pencil.
So I still have my 6.
Oh, like an L.
But now I want to divide it into 3 groups. Okay, so I still have my 6, but now I want to divide it into 3 groups. How would I do that equally, dividing it into 3 groups? Okay, I can show you the long way. So what I can do is give each person 1. So 1, 1, 1. Okay, do it again. 1, 1, 1. So when I divide into 3 groups, how many are in each group? 2. So on the next one, it says 3 groups of 2. And if you look at it, 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. See how that? So that's how we divide things into equal groups. We have the amount of objects, and we just divide it equally based on the groups. Okay, let's look at the next one on the right. It says 8. So now we have 8 objects. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 objects, okay? I want to divide it into 2 groups. Now that's pretty simple. If I divide 8 in half, 2 groups, what would I get on both sides? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 groups of 4. Okay. No, I was talking to her.
Oh, I know it. What? I can't tell you. No, B.
All right, so now let's look at the next. So this one, same one. We have 8, and we're going to put it into 4 groups. 4 groups.
Miss Explosion's my pen.
Okay, 4 groups. So I have 4. Let's divide it into 4 groups. Anybody knows how many I'm going to have in each group? 2 is the same thing, y'all. You never notice it's the same thing. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I thought it would be different.
I'm small.
What then? Yellow is smarter than him.
Okay. All right. So that's how you divide things into equal groups. You just have the objects and you split them evenly according to how many groups you're trying to make. Okay. All right. So what I would like you to do is go to your facts page. That should be before this page. We'll do those pages together today. 133. So go to 133. Should be your times facts. 133, you're multiplying times facts.
I did that already.
Okay, that's okay. If you did it, we'll just go over it together. That's fine. All right, so is everybody ready on lesson worksheet 133? Yes. It's okay if you did it already. We're just so when it comes to you, you'll know the answer. Okay, I just want to kind of go over it because it's a review of a variety of things, okay?
Great.
It is on the ground.
That's mine. This is mine. 25.
She's not, yeah, she's not.
I've been had this one this out every single day since I got it. Oh wait, mine.
Okay, go do your finance and language. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the first fact. So we'll each take a turn going through a fact. All right, Camille, you can start us off with the first one.
3 times 1 equals 3.
Yeah.
On lesson on fact homework 133, the times facts.
And it says collected by. Wait, it says homework. This is homework. It says fact homework. Fact homework. We don't have any math. Let me just say 8.
You have the page, Camille? Okay, so the first fact.
3 times 1 equals 3, 3, 3.
I never got
4 times 2. On lesson worksheet. Okay, Omar, lesson worksheet 133. Do you have the first fact? Okay, can you give us the answer for that one? 4 times 2. Unmute. Okay. Oh, Omar, you said it? Okay, can you say it again?
4, 8.
4 times 2 is 8, okay? All right, Hannah, next one.
How did this work? 4 times 1.
Okay, no, it's lesson worksheet 133. So 4 times 2 is the first one. What's the next one? It's 5 times 4. Lesson worksheet 133 is fact homework 133. We're on the second fact. You have it, Hannah? Lesson work, the fact homework 133?
I think this might be it. It says 133.
Yeah, and we're on the second fact. Yeah, that's the one. So we did 4 times 2. And so give us the answer for the next one. It's 5 times 4.
5 times 4. 20.
Yes. Are you on the A side or the B side?
I'm just on 133, but it has, you know, what 5 times 4, 2 times 1, you know.
Yeah, okay. It's 5 times 4. Okay, next one. Josiah, the next one, the third one.
2 times 1 equals 2.
Thank you. 2 times 1 is 2. Next one, Solomon, 3 times 9. Unmute.
3 times 9 is 28.
3 times 9, not 28. Try again.
What's the page?
No, you're on the right page, but it's not 28. It's lesson worksheet 133.
Oh, now I know it. You should.
You have it now? Fact homework 133 is going to be your times facts.
25. I mean 6. I said 26. It's not 26.
I don't know.
Okay, let's just go over together, guys. Because, yeah. Okay, 3 times 9. 3 times 9 equals 27.
27.
Okay, next one. 3 times 2.
3 times 2 equals 6. 6.
Okay, next row. 4 times 4.
4 times 4 equals 16. 16.
16, not plus. Okay, next one. 5 times 1.
5
times
times 1
Equals 5 times 5.
Okay, 3 times 4.
3 times 4 equals 12. 12.
Okay, 5 times 7.
5 times 7
equals
equals 35.
Okay, 4 times 9.
4 9 equals 39. 39.
4 times 9 is not 39.
36.
36. 4 times 9 is 36. So correct that if you wrote 39, it's 36. Okay, third row. 5 times 8. 5 times 8 equals
24.
40. 2 times 0 equals 0, 0, 0. 4 times 7 equals 28, 28, 28. 3 times 1 equals 3. 2 times 7 equals
Equals 14, 14.
Okay, just keep working. Okay, next row. 4 times 3.
4 times 3
Equals 12, 12.
3 times 8 equals
24, 24, 24.
5 times 0 equals 0.
0, 0, 0.
2 times 6 equals, okay, spelling.
12.
4, okay, spelling. 4 times 5 equals 20, 20, 20. And I can't do that right now. Next row. 3 times 7 equals 21, 21, 21.
Having 2 times 4
Equals
8.
8. 4 times 8 equals
Enter, Latin center. All the other spaces blue. So you're gonna color everything else blue. Everything that's not, you're gonna color all blue. Color the rest, color this is like green.
Okay, next one, 2 times 9. 2
2
times
times
9
9 equals 18, 18, 18.
Oh, sorry, my bad. We're still on that row before that. It's 4 times 8. 4
4
times
times 8 equals 32, 32, 32.
32, 32. 3 times 5.
3 times 5
15,
equals
15,
15.
15. 5 times 2.
5 times 2 equals 10, 10, 10.
Next one, 2 times 18, 18, 18.
18.
4 times 0.
4 times 0 is 4, 0, 0.
Okay, 3 times 2. 5 times 5. 2
25.
times 5.
2 times 5 is 10.
Okay, next row, 5 times 6.
5
times
times 6
6
equals 30, 30, 30.
3 times 0.
3 times 0 equals 0, 0, 0.
4 times 1.
4 times 1 equals 4, 4, 4.
2 times 2.
2 times 2 equals 4, 4, 4.
5 times 3.
5 times 3 equals 15, 15, 15.
Okay, last row, 2 times 8.
2 times 8 equals 16, 16, 16.
16, 16, 16.
Okay, 4 times 6.
4
4
times
times 6
I have to write a sentence with those words. 4 times 6 equals 24, 24, 24.
3 times 3 equals 9, 9, 9.
equals 9.
5 times 9 equals
Okay, 5 times 9 equals
5 times 9 equals 45, 45.
45, 45.
and 3 times 6.
3
times
6
6
equals 18, 18, 18.
6 times, wait, no.
There's extra.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but we're not gonna do those. All
Mm.
right, okay, let's go to the next one, your work page.
I see it at the L.
So we're still on 133. Now it's class practice 133A.
I did that too.
Okay, that's fine. We're just going through it together. This page here, lesson worksheets, our guided class practice 133A. What? Okay, all right, let's go ahead and start with the number 1. Anybody wants to read number 1 for us? Okay, go ahead, Camille. Number 1.
Miss Belgium's class has 12 markers. Each child will need 3 markers to draw.
Draw a picture.
Draw a picture to show how many children can have markers.
All right, so let's go ahead and start drawing our pictures. So how many markers are we drawing? Okay, so go ahead and draw your 12 markers if you didn't already.
Finished.
Okay, now you write a sentence with your words. Okay, so you have it. All right, so Camille, what do we do next? After we drew the 12 markers, what does it tell us next about it?
How many children can have markers?
Okay. Well, yeah, how many does each child have?
4.
No, each child will need how many markers? Not 4. Look at your story problem again.
3.
Yes, each child will need 3 markers. So how do I show that?
Put 3 on the line.
Well, no, I drew 12, right? So when you draw the 12, to show that 3 children each get a marker, you're going to circle 3 at a time. Circle them in groups of 3.
Circle groups of
Circle
3.
them in groups of 3, yes. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, so after you circle them in groups of 3, how many groups do you have?
4.
4, so that means how many children can get markers? 4 children
4.
can get markers.
So keep us going.
All right. Okay, so number 2, anybody for number 2?
Thank you. Time to go.
All right, go ahead, Carly, number 2.
Circle the best number sentence to use to estimate the sum of 47 and 39.
Okay, so we want to estimate the sum. Remember, the sum means the answer and estimate means to guess. So first thing we need to do is round, right? To figure that out. So if we round 47, what number are we close to?
39.
If we round 47 to the nearest 10, what number are we closest to? 50. And if we round 39 to the closest 10, what are we close to?
40.
40. So which one of those 4 on the options would be one to help us guess the answer?
40 plus 30.
That's not what you just told me. You told me 47 rounds to 50 and 39 rounds to 40. So that's what the numbers you're looking for. It'll be the last one. 50 plus 40 is 90. So if we round to 50 and 40, our answer should somewhere be around 90. Okay, number 3, where is the smiley face on this coordinate graph? Anybody can tell us, where will we find the smiley face on our coordinate graph? Okay, Evan?
It's on below 4
Okay, so first number would be 4.
and 1.
4 and 1, because it's on, when we go from, we start looking at the bottom, it's on 4, then we go up, it's on 1, 4, 1.
Can you go get a blue mark from this blue color?
No, just put a dot. And then it says put a blue dot at 0, 3. So go ahead and find it. So where do we start? On the bottom, we go to 0,
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
and then we go up to what?
3.
And then you go ahead and put a dot.
0, 3. I need to guess.
She really didn't. Like, she literally just walked up.
Mrs. Student. Miss Student. Mrs. Student. She's a pilot. Mrs. Student. She let me use it. That's not true.
Okay, good. Thank you. Are you showing it to me, Camille? Well, that's what you did. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 4. James, Nicole, Clem, and Crystal will share a dozen muffins equally. So how much is a dozen? We need to figure that out first. 12. And how many children are we splitting the 12 donuts by? 4. So go ahead, figure it out. So how many donuts would muffins would each child get if we split it 4 ways?
Oh, I know.
12 muffins being split 4 ways. All right. 12 muffins being split 4 ways. And remember, they all have to have the same equal amount. You can't have one that has more than the other.
Oh, yay, I got it. Oh. Ooh, it's so easy. It's 6 questions. I'm not gonna say it. It's why you're gonna break it. It's gonna break. I'm gonna do it. I see the answer. No, you don't. Yes, I do. What is it? A.
Okay. All right, so how many would each child get if you split those 12, what you call that? 12 dozens, 12 muffins equally, how many would they each get?
3.
They each would get 3.
Knew it.
3, 6, 9, 12 is splitting them equally.
That's because wait, 6. I was confused. Because 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Okay, let's look at number 5. One of the digits 6, 7, or 8 belongs in the problems below. You have to figure it out. So I have 41 plus 20. We don't know. All we know is our answer has to be 8. So let's look at it. Let's try 41 plus 26. Let's see. 41 plus 26, that means 1 plus 6 would equal what? So is that possible? No, because that's not the number that's there. So nope, erase 6 if you wrote it. Erase 6 if you wrote it. You shouldn't have wrote it. Okay. Next we have 41. Let's try to put plus 27. Let's see if that works. So the back number is 1 plus 7 equals what? Does that match? Yes. Let's see if our front numbers match. 4 plus 2 equals what? But does it match? Yep. So that first one, it should have been a 7 in that box. Next we have 30. So we already used our 7, so we only have 6 and 8 left. So we want to let's try 38 plus 52. So 38 plus 52. Let's see, 8 plus 2 equals what?
8 plus
10. So what will go down there? 0. So do we see a 0?
Yes.
So then it matches. So 38 plus 52 is the next one. It's an 8 in the box. So then obviously what will go in our last box? 6. It'll be 75 plus 16.
I didn't. What? She gonna write with?
All right, and let's go ahead into number 6. We're filling in with the correct symbol, greater than, less than, or equal.
Wait, we forgot to put the last one.
No, we did it already. Okay, so let's figure out 6 times 2 equals what? 12, and then 4 times 3 equals?
12.
So 12 is greater than, less than, or equal to 12?
Equal.
Equal.
I'm the only one. The only one who won. Huh? I said 12 on the first shot. Team.
All right, next one, 14 divided by 2. Remember, divide means to split equal in half. So 14 divided by 2 is what? 7. And then 15 minus 7 is? 8. So it's 7 greater than, less than, or equal to 8? Less. So put the less than symbol for your second one.
What is the less symbol? Look up there. Never mind.
And then the last one, 6 times 5 is?
9. Right.
30.
30.
And 7 times 4 is?
7 times 28.
28. So it's 30 greater than, less than, or equal to 38? 28, I'm sorry. It's greater.
Greater. Greater. I need it. Brian. Ask Miss Flugers for one. No. I need my new pencil. Look at my pencil. Look at my pencil. Hey, that's mine.
All right. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to go over that page together. Just be prepared for your test on tomorrow, okay?
Wait. Miss Flugers, how many tests do we
All
have?
right, go ahead. Let's get out your reading.
Wait. Where's that? That's fast. We're gonna have a lot tonight. Good. A lot.
Yeah, to do a lot of punish work. That's good.
Right. Your reading must be in your book. It's on chapter 11, Miss Flugers. I know.
Okay, so remember we were on chapter 10. We were reading about the feast that they were having, right? And so Eric the Red and we had, well, you should have read Tuesday, but we had stopped where Eric the Red and Beth were going to have a challenge playing chess, right? So they had went ahead and played, okay? And so the deal was if Eric the Red would win, he would get the cape. And if Beth would win, what would she get?
The sword.
The sword, because what did they want? Sunstone, right? Okay, so they were playing the game is going on. And so who ends up winning?
Beth.
Beth, and Eric thought she did what?
Cheated.
She cheated, but she did not cheat, okay?
She
All
tried.
right. And so he was upset, he wasn't happy about it, and so, he was angry, okay? So let's go ahead and look at
11.
75, chapter 11.
Can I read?
So she got the sword, that's what she wanted.
Because they saw that jewel on it. What if it's
All
not
right,
the
75, 76, okay, come on, Evan.
Yes. Oh, Leave Hilda and the cousins left the longhouse. So did a few of the men and women. At the nurse Kristen walked toward the home. They bid Leaf and Hilda good night. Beth breathed in the fresh air of the village courtyard. She looked up at the sky. Wispy green lights danced like smoke in the wind. What is that? Patrick asked. I've seen it on TV. It's called the Nutty Flag. Beth with it too, Patrick. It was the first amazing thing she had seen in Cleveland. The moon was full. It cast a white glow over the village. The moon reminded her of the snow from inside the imagination station. I need a Viking sunstone before the new moon. Beth put on Leaf's sleeve. What's the new moon? She asked. Leaf stroked his blonde beard. What manner of girl are you? He said. You know chess, but you don't know the new moon is in 14 days. Come, I'll show you the sunstone. It will teach you about the sky. Patrick and Beth both class.
Okay, so they are excited, you know, they finally have the sword, but then they remember the note. When do they have to get the sunstone by?
Before the
New moon. And when is the new moon coming?
14 days.
It's coming in 2 weeks, 14 days, okay? 78.
Actually,
All right, Josiah 78, Carla do 79.
Patrick put a hand
And
on
make
the
sure, and
hill of
Josiah, just make sure you pace yourself. You don't have to speed through it. Pace yourself, pause at your periods, okay?
Patrick put a hand on the hilt of the sword. Isn't this yellow jewel the sunstone? We laughed. No, he said. What made you think it was? Just a guess. Patrick sadly said sadly, so where is the real sunstone? Leaf led them to a huge rock in the center of the village. The sunstone was taller than Beth. It had symbols, holes, and lines carved all over it. We used the sunstone to mark these seeds, Leaf said. It also points us southward. Leaf knelt down by the wall. He took Patrick's hand and placed it on the sunstone. See that arrow mark, Leaf asked? Patrick nodded.
Okay. All right, Carly, 79.
someone started this book already. Which way? You can read at the card. That's about 78 pages already. At noon, the sun passes over at that mark. Leaf said that the sunstone casts a shadow. We mark where the shadow falls here. Leaf dragged his finger across the ground. Beth and Patrick followed his motion. Several flat rocks surrounded the sunstone. Symbols and holes were carved into the rocks as well. When the new sun reaches these slash marks, Leaf said, we know it is spring. We can't sell. Can the sunstone be moved away from Greenland? Beth asked. Leaf looked at Beth. Of course not, he said. This stone would only work in this place. My people. Wait, what is this word? Rely on it. Beth turned to Patrick. She whispered, now, what are we supposed to do? Let's go to other one. Oh.
Okay. All right. So they know that they need to hurry and get the sunstone, you know, to do so that they could free the person before the moon comes, right? So they It wasn't exactly the real stone. Where was the real sunstone? It was basically in a rock, and it was taller than Beth. It had symbols, holes, linens carved all on it, right? And so, he showed, Lee showed them exactly where it was, okay? And so what would the sunstone cast to show where the shadow, to show where it is? I will cast a shadow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we'll stop today to talk about it has how the sunstone only has to work in that place. So next week we'll finish our book next week, I think. Yeah. Next week we'll finish to see what ends up happening if they're able to accomplish the task. Okay. All right, so that's it for our reading. Let's go ahead over our science and social studies and then language, and then we'll be done for the day.
What? That's why that's short. She said we're gonna have a short day, remember? You don't remember that? A long time ago. Miss Flynn, why do everybody have to have hiccups? I had hiccups yesterday. It means you're growing. He said, what? Does it? Miss Flugent. Carly said, Miss Flugent. And Miss Flugent. Does hiccups mean you're growing?
They could. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Like one time my neck.
All right, so in social studies, we're just going to a quick review. So we were continuing talking about American inventors. We talked about Garrett Morgan, right? Garrett Morgan was an inventor who invented things that would help people to be safe. One of his first inventions were the gas mask, right? When he first invented it, though, it wasn't really important for people to have a gas mask, right? People were kind of like, oh, you don't need it. But remember, there was an incident that happened where some people were trapped and the air that they were breathing in was poisonous, right? And because the air was poisonous, they needed a gas mask so that they would not be affected by the poison. And that's whenever his invention came into play and they were able to use his gas mask. Garrett Morgan not only invented the gas mask, but he also invented the street light, right? So we have green, red, and yellow lights because Garrett Morgan invented the traffic light, which helps us to helps traffic to be controlled, right? Because if we didn't have that, traffic would be crazy. Everyone would be going all over the place, everywhere they want to go. So that was good. He invented that. So then on 148, we talked about Norman Borlaug, right? Remember, he grew up in Iowa, and he dealt with a lot of hunger in his life and, seeing people struggle with not having food. So he invented a special seed that helped areas where there weren't any, it was hard for food to grow. The seed he invented made it possible for food to be grown in this area.
So he invented seed?
No, not a seed. He didn't invent a seed. It was just a
expression.
No, he didn't invent the seed. It's like a special seed he invented where it allowed things to be able to grow. Yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, so remember he worked with Henry Wallace. Henry Wallace actually studied with George Washington Carver how to do agriculture and plants. So therefore, they were a good team together to help over 2 billion people. They saved 2 billion people from starving. Okay. Then we talked about on 149, Dr. Robert Sherney. Remember, he was in the military for some time. He worked as a medic in World War II, but after that, he decided to make a difference and he became a scientist for NASA. And a lot of his inventions helped with space exploration, being able to see what's going on in space. Dr. Robert Sherney. And then on 150, we have Igor Sikorsky. He invented the helicopter, right? Because an airplane was invented by the Wright brothers, but a helicopter was really important as well because a helicopter could get somewhere a lot faster than an airplane could, and especially if there were like emergency situations, and say if they had to land like in the mountains, a helicopter could do that versus an airplane. Remember I said airplanes need a runway in order to go. And helicopters can simply just land. And all they do is, they're the legs that they have at the bottom, it lands. And because of the blades at the top, it can simply just lift up. So that's what makes it. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. A plane though needs a runway, so that's what makes it totally that makes them totally different from one another.
A plane needs to run. And a jet does that or no?
No, it's an airplane. It's an airplane. Okay, so then Mary Anderson, she invented the windshield wiper, right? At first, it wasn't needed. She saw a trolley and how the driver had to often wipe the snow off the window with his hand, and she said there should be an invention that moves that automatically out of the way. So therefore the windshield wiper was her invention, but it did not become famous. Mine. It did not become famous until after after the automobile was invented. Then on cars, we have windshield wipers. And then we have Dr. Ann Wang. He invented a way for computers to remember information by what's called magnetism. And so it's a drive. So you're able to store things on a computer because of the invention of Dr. Ann Wang, okay? All right, so that was your social studies. So your test will just be on these inventions tomorrow. And in science, we discussed the states of matter. We have 3 states of matter: water, liquid, and gas. Water, liquid, solid, liquid, and gas. All right, so the 3 states of matter, everything is made from matter. It's just they're all in different forms. You have some things that are solid. Solid means that it's all together. It's some things are hard like a brick. Some things are soft like a cotton ball, but what it means is that it's a solid. It does not change its shape. It does not change its form. So like bricks, clay, glass, they're all solid. Solids will keep their shape. They don't change it to anything else. They keep their shape. You did sentences too? Yes, put your words in the book.
Yep, I did.
Let me see. Okay, so then on 140, we talked about liquid. A liquid is something that you can pour, like water, of course, juice, soda, dishwashing liquid, milk, oil. All of these things are things that we can pour, so they are called liquids. Liquids, their shape can change different ways. It just depends. Like if you're filling up a tall container or a circle container, a square container, whatever shape the object is that you're filling it with water, the water will take form of that shape. So water can change its form, okay? So then we have a gas. A gas is something that we don't see. The air, oxygen that we breathe in is a gas. Helium that fills up balloons is a gas. Hydrogen is also a gas as well. Carbon dioxide is a gas. Gas, we don't see gas, but we usually know that it exists because it'll fill. Like we know that we have oxygen because we're still alive and breathing, right? Helium in a balloon, we don't see helium, but we know that it's in a balloon because it fills up the balloon, okay? So then we talked about how in 142, some things can change matter, like water. Water can change its shape. It can be a solid, ice. It could be a liquid, water we drink, and it can be a gas, which would be water like steam, water that evaporates. So those are the 3 different states of matter, and water is one of the only things that can change into all 3 states. It can be a solid, liquid, and a gas. Okay. So that's your science today, this week. So next week, we're moving on to our next chapter, which talks about the air and also weather and and then we'll get into the water cycle as well, okay? All right, guys, so remember this week, we also learned prepositions in language. Have y'all been studying your definition? Yep, so you have to know your definition. Okay, so go ahead, let me hear. Kevin.
A preposition is a word that shows relationship with another
Another word
noun
in the
or
sentence.
another word in a sentence.
Yes, a preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun, the relationship between a noun and pronoun in a sentence. So yes, that is exactly what a preposition is. So go ahead and study that definition, guys. We'll start testing on actual lists of prepositions next week, okay? This is our last part of speech of the year. Once we're done with this, we'll probably go over nouns and all of that quickly, and we'll be done, okay? All right, so y'all have a good day, guys. I will see you all on tomorrow. Remember, you take all your tests tomorrow, and I'll see you for, when we meet for spelling tomorrow, we'll take our phonics test at the same time, okay? So keep that in mind for tomorrow. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.